So this is what it looked like when Chris got here. Got some ducks in there, but pretty boring. And that's what it looks like now. Quite a difference. I double dog dare you to do something. I want you to walk up to that guy and I want you to put your hand on that railing over there.
Oh, shit. No.
Look at this waterfall. Woohoo! That is pretty massive. That is a 6-inch pipe discharging as fast as you could possibly discharge, going down and flowing into this. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how people live the aquascape lifestyle. And I am out with Jackie Sturdivant, the brains behind Chris's Water Gardens. And when I asked how long you've been married, you knew exactly, and Chris guessed 3 times. It was wrong 3 times.
This is Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy.
Jim Miller, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy.
Glad to meet you.
So, did this man build you a pond or a pondless? All right. How long ago was that, Jim Miller?
10 years.
10 years! And have you enjoyed it for 10 years?
Sure have.
You have had
Right, what should I say?
Can we see it? All right. This never gets old for me. Whose idea was it? Yours or your wife's?
both of
Okay. And we got a little puppy here. Hello. Well, I see somebody's a gardener. I'm going to guess that's you.
Yes.
I'm the Pond Guy, Greg.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Okay, look at this. And of course, the first thing that you see when you walk in, besides all of the beautiful potted plants, wow, are the chairs. And what that symbolizes to me is time together. And you know what? I might just sit in one of those chairs. Wow, look at this. 10 years long this has been in here. Absolutely gorgeous. Just keeps going too. I love it. So I'm gonna assume that he had one pond and then he added another. Hey Chris, am I in a correct assumption that there was a pond here and then you added another?
Actually, when we started, there's a big hole in the ground. We came, looked at it, and they asked about fixing it, and I said, you have to fill it in. It's about 5 foot deep. Jim wheeled all the dirt around, filled this up, brought it up a lot shallow.
Why was there a hole in the ground, Jim?
For some reason, the people that were here before treated it as a farm pond, and it had some kind of a plant in it, but
Big cattails.
covered the entire pond. There's no fish in it whatsoever.
Was it a liner pond?
No.
No.
So it's just an earthen pond that was in your backyard. So that's kind of what started this whole journey, was that you had an existing water feature and then you called Chris to actually fix it up.
Right.
And so that was here? Where was that?
Yeah, that was here. Actually, there was 2, but they were separated, and Chris put in the little trickle river and put in all these stones. It had flagstaff
On the edges. So we call that a ring of pearls bordering it.
Same thing. One exciting thing is we were getting daughter married in that spring, so we wanted Chris to do it before because we were having the reception back.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And did he do it?
Yeah.
So were you a little bit worried?
Well, he didn't have much time, if I remember right.
So do you remember that you had to get this done before the wedding reception for the daughter?
Yeah, we were on a thing. But like I said, we didn't have to work as hard as he did because we pulled up tandem dump trucks and dumped dirt in his yard, and we wheeled it all himself. And I remember a chair being in the middle.
So you guys now have lived with an aquascape ecosystem water feature for 10 years. My whole goal of this channel is to educate people that don't have these. If you were to say to someone that comes into your backyard for the first time that wants to know about this, what would you tell them about it?
One thing, I think it's easier than people think because they think they have to dump all these chemicals in and clean the pond every day and, you know, worry about the fish all the time. But with the skimmer like that and the water circulating through, it's not really all that hard. We just clean that skimmer, pull the leaves out.
It's like having somebody cut your lawn for you and you empty the bag.
Yeah, so I would encourage people to have a pond.
Why though?
Well, wildlife, the birds come and the little yellow finches and feed on the sunflowers, and the fish are really fun.
They all got their own personalities, don't they? And Jim, you know what they say. Happy wife.
Is a happy married.
and so, how do you like the pond, buddy?
Oh, a lot.
Do you guys sit out here a lot?
Yeah, we do.
Just think about that. Every day they're in the garden together. By the way, Jackie, are you every day in your garden too around the pond?
Yes.
Exactly. I like to say that a water feature will draw you outside like a vacuum cleaner and deposit you back in because you're going to wake up and want to see what's going on with the pond. Is that not true?
Right, yeah, that's true.
Plus the 7 grandkids, you know what they want to do.
Oh, absolutely. You're the hip grandma and grandpa with the dope pond. Lots of butterflies. Beautiful. Got a little floating island there with some pyrus and some ground cover, some sedum growing around it. That's beautiful. Lilies, little bottom aeration. So there's the biofalls right up there. That's part of your filter. And there's a small biofalls right there. So Chris, can you explain to me how you built this, how it works? Because I see you have 2 biofalls and a skimmer.
Yeah, when we started this one here, like I said, they had a big hole here and we concentrated on that. And we mentioned it and they go, nah, we just leave this like a bog area. So we got this going and turned it on this year probably, I think we all did it in about 4 days, I think.
How many guys?
Probably 4, probably 4
Okay.
days, 4 days.
So 100, 120 man hours to put it in? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the after, and this is the before. You can kind of see it was just plain
Oh yeah, with
flat.
ducks in there.
Yeah.
So this is what it looked like when Chris got here. Got some ducks in there, but pretty boring. And that's what it looks like now. Quite a difference. What do you got there, Chris?
This was being built.
Uh-huh.
Help.
Oh yeah.
And this is the dirt that he moved in the back.
Yeah.
There's me pointing to somebody.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one I was looking
Giving orders, I mean.
Yeah, look at you. Straight out of the 80s. Some things don't change. I love all of the gardening and the ultimate garden. Water is always the central theme, and it's just the sound. I mean, we're sitting back here and the birds are coming and the butterflies are coming, and this entire beautiful aquascape ecosystem pond has been functioning low maintenance for 10 years. This is the goal of this channel. It's to inspire people to live the aquascape lifestyle. You don't have to have a huge yard. It's a pretty standard yard, nice size yard, but look at how different it is with an aquascape ecosystem water feature. Hey, if you want to live the aquascape lifestyle yourself, check out the link below to find a certified aquascape contractor in your area, and you too can live the aquascape lifestyle. I love my art.
There's a little water feature up here that's this lady that I dealt with years ago, which kind of got me in with the park districts and the county. We did this water feature up here, and then she moved, this other guy took over, and hey, you guys always talked about this.
Oh, so did you build this, Chris?
Yep.
Oh, nice. So just you got some aqua blocks underneath there, some pumps, and you just have some drilled boulders. Man, those are cool rocks. So you have aqua blocks down here in a basin?
Yeah. And I think there's 12 locks down here in the basin. I think it holds a little, I think it's about 800 gallons.
Yeah, it's nice. I love these stones.
Then
Cool
we had,
stones.
Then we had to double. Well, I showed her the old, the old basalt columns we had like this.
Yes.
And they liked the colors. In the old days, we called them aqua blue or whatever they were. They weren't that color, so she went down and got these things.
Very nice. So what would a project like this from Chris's Water Gardens run?
With the big stones and everything, this would probably be with the basin. I think the basin a little bit bigger. These are very, very heavy.
Yeah.
Probably about $11,000.
So for $11,000, you can have a custom one-of-a-kind work of art creation. That to me is more interesting, and the birds love it, I guarantee it, than just a sculpture. Sculptures are okay too, but really the piece de resistance is over here, right?
Yeah.
So let's check this out. I double dog dare you to do something. I want you to walk up to that guy and I want you to put your hand on that railing over there. So this was a pond that was here for a long time, and look at that, you can see the fish swimming out there and schooling koi out there right now. So this just got done. You can still see the chain link fence, but look at those schooling koi down there. And all I know is that I saw Ed the Pond Professor's videos on Team Aquascape, and this was pretty much of a cesspool.
There was hundreds and hundreds of cubic yards of sediment, sludge, and stuff that is built up in the bottom of this over many, many decades.
I can see right over there, there's an intake bay that they designed. This is all liner. This is a huge liner. We're actually gonna put a link to this whole thing. They got those trees out of the woods over there. This was existing here, I think. They're putting it back in here. But this was for a park district, and it just got done. And look at this waterfall. Woo-hoo! That is pretty massive. That's probably a 4-foot high waterfalls just right there alone, and it just keeps going and going. This is awesome. So my guy, Ed Ballou, came down here and worked with the park district and created this masterpiece right over here. Wow, look at that. They got a stump up there. The water's starting to clear up. Just terrific. And there's the red paint. It's not wet, right? That was a joke. Hey, this looks pretty sweet, man. Wow, look at this. Look at this project. It is just massive. There's the wetland filter just getting established. You can see right there. But look at how clear that water is right now. Woohoo! This is just terrific. So don't touch I told them not to touch it. Come on, Dad. So this looks a little different than what it used to look like, huh?
Awesome. It's so much better, so much better.
So how long were you talking to these guys about this project before they finally went?
Years and years, probably 10 years or so. It seems like forever.
Wow. It was a big investment to do this right. You had to rip everything out.
Yep. And they had a lot of things. They wanted the old wall, that brick, that wall over here. They wanted that. They had to get the donors. It was awesome. Because I was here the day they cut that tree down.
Yep.
And they wanted the full piece, but it was so heavy they couldn't bring it in.
And then here's the wetland that's just getting established.
Yep.
So this pond will not go to what it was before, especially with the intake bay for them to clean on that side.
They have weddings here all the time.
So it's a little bit better for a wedding venue now when it's got koi and lilies than cesspool, huh? You like it? Are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Turned out pretty good, didn't it? Amen, brother, amen.
All the valedictorians and stuff of the schools, best of their class, they have them out here every year.
Wow.
Botanical gardens, so everybody's out here. To me, I said, you guys need a sidewalk up here.
Right. Get people up here. Well, you can just see how much volume of water is coming out here. Look at that. Look at that pipe. That is a 6-inch pipe discharging as fast as you could possibly discharge, going down and flowing into this. Just a spectacular project up here in Mahomet, and this is exactly what more communities need to do. They didn't know what to do. They called up Aquascape, and we came out here and we delivered. Look at the logs. So this is the intake bay. All of the debris gets blown into here, then they just scoop it out. The pumps sit right here. There's all of the electrical. And if you look over there, that's the wetland. So the water gets pumped two ways, right, Chris? It gets pumped up to the waterfalls, and then it also gets pumped to the wetland, correct?
Yeah.
So there's the wetland over there, the waterfalls, which is the aeration, and they are gonna get very clear water because it was built the Aquascape ecosystem way, and before it was not built the Aquascape ecosystem way. So it took you 10 years of talking to the park district for them to finally go ahead and start to fix this thing, right?
Every year just kept nudging them a little bit more, nudging them, showing them more pictures, showing them more pictures.
This is what being a certified Aquascape contractor, we collaborated on this project. Ed came down and put this in, and this is what the goal of this channel is. It's to inspire people to live the Aquascape lifestyle and to showcase ponds done right, customers served right. This is a very public place here in Mahomet, Illinois, and it didn't look anything like this before, and it was built the exact same way we would build a backyard pond.
Exactly.
Rubber liner, rock and gravel, mechanical filtration, big, you know, with the intake bay, and big biological filtration in a wetland filter. Hey, if you guys like this stuff and you want to get more people inspired to live the Aquascape lifestyles and more communities to do ponds done right, customer serve right, please like, comment, and share these things because more people need to see what living the Aquascape lifestyle is all about. I love my art.